I saw the video where your son made the very first video in
Mhm.
your channel
Yeah.
outside winter. So that means in your area you have proper winters as well.
No, my son lives in the mountains. He's in a
Okay.
different town. So
Mm,
we cooperate over this internet. So we don't live
mm.
in the same place. I am. This is a story of a Latvian immigrant in Ghana with an incredible entrepreneurial spirit and resilience. His name is Aldis Ozols, and once upon a time he was my student of English in middle school. Now, decades later, we are reconnecting from different parts of the world for a conversation in English, as he will be talking about his new book, Lose Millions, Win Life. Aldis' story is truly unique, but what strikes me in particular is how much he has achieved using his English that is by far not perfect. So, Aldi, I will play an audio for you, okay?
Okay.
Dedication. To my mother and father, whose unyielding grit and silent sacrifices shaped the foundation of my spirit in the cold barns of our Soviet village. Through quiet endurance and relentless work, you taught me that true strength is not shouted, it is lived. Your example gave me the courage to rise, and without it, I would not have become the man I am today. To Ghana, the red-soiled land that embraced me when I had nothing. In my darkest hour, you offered me opportunity, challenge, and renewal. Your people welcomed me with warmth. Your lessons demanded resilience. Your chaos and grace rebuilt me from the inside out. You did not just give me shelter, you gave me a new beginning. In your soil, I planted my future. In your spirit, I found my home. To my 3 children, Simon Ozol, Aldis Ozols, and Eva Kaminsk, whose unwavering support, belief, and active help made this book possible. You are my greatest pride and the reason I keep striving forward. To my wife, Diana, whose vision and encouragement sparked the idea for this book 5 years ago. She often said things like this only happen in movies, and she was right.
Do you recognize what that was?
Yeah. This is very beginning of my book where yes is yeah.
Aldi Ozols, welcome to She Became CEO. I'm so happy to have you here.
Thank you. I want to use this opportunity to apologize for being absolutely terrible student because you used to be my English teacher, and there is terrible students, but there is some students who have one notebook for everything, for geography, for everything, and the pen. And then with this notebook, I was going from the classroom to classroom, whatever comes, but in English or what, and all what I was doing, I was just drawing and being in my fantasies, because let me tell you also why. After I do apology, I can also tell you why, what exactly happened, because I didn't see any reason to study, because the place where I grew up in Ruben, my mother and my father, they are not rich people, they are not big people, and I know it. For me to get out to that country where somebody speaks English, it's like impossible. I'm in Soviet Union. It's the same thing. Like today, somebody tell me, okay, let's learn the language, what I can use only on the moon. But I'm not planning to go to the moon, even if somebody pay me. So it's like, but actually, when I needed English, I learned it in 3 months. I'm not saying I'm having good English, but at least I can communicate. I can explain myself. Some, I don't know, 500 words. I know. I believe. So yeah, that is the reason. Maybe you thought when you was a teacher, maybe you thought, what is wrong with this? But there is multiple reasons. Teenager, when I was 16, between 14 and 16, I was the smartest person. You can ask me any question, I know every answer. Then around 18, I become very mature and smart. Then around 20, after the military, I understood that not everything I understand. And then I start realize then I more and more how less I know, how little is my knowledge. And yeah. So it is like that. It is
Yeah,
what it
but
is.
you were not even a teenager when I was your teacher, and I was just a beginner teacher. I was still studying at the university. Your English teacher went on a maternity leave, and your school didn't have a teacher. And I had just returned from the US. I had been there twice. First, I went there with a dance group, and then I went to visit people who I met when I was with a dance group. So I had heard live English, which in the Soviet Union, as you said, there was no English, nobody knew English. But I had had that opportunity to hear English and speak English. And they were happy to have me to replace your teacher because I was like a unique person. And probably I was not that great of a teacher either because I didn't learn the techniques how to teach yet then. We reconnected, I would say, maybe 10 years after that experience when I was your teacher. And now we are reconnecting about 20 years after.
Yeah,
Yeah. So, but
yeah.
in that fragment that I just played, you were talking about being in Ghana. So now two Latvians meeting over Zoom. You are not in Ghana right now, but Ghana has become your homeland. And I am in the United States, which has become my homeland. I think that we understand each other's journey very well and pain that we have been through and angst and urges and all that. And I'm hoping with this conversation to bring some of that out, and maybe it will be relatable to somebody who is listening. But what would you like to achieve with this conversation?
Um, I want to deliver the message to the world. I'm doing that with all possible channels. And when you said, "Hey, let's have a Zoom meeting and let's see," I agree immediately because I want to spread this message about my book. I want truly more people to read my book because I write the book something what I needed when I was 20 years old, and the book what I needed when I was bankrupt, when I need some guidelines. So yeah, I think is good opportunity. If yeah, if algorithms will play well,
Yeah.
then this video will go far and more people will know. And yeah, actually, somebody said 2 days ago when I launched my book, somebody said, "Okay, so then I wish you good sales in the book." I said, "Please wish me good readers. Wish me readers, deep thinking readers, because my book is not sugar or fat, what is easy to consume and feel satisfied. My book is a broccoli. And not everybody, even we know broccoli will save you, but sugar will kill you. Still, we are not perfect. Still, we sometimes prefer sugar instead of broccoli. And this book is about strategies, about life, about from the 52 years old man's experience. If I need to measure it, my experience in real years, I think I'm already 250 because things what I have done in my life, it is enough for some five human lives. So I feel some urgency. Like sometimes when I'm joking, I'm saying, I don't know when my Alzheimer will come. So, like last year, really, someone who is 50 years old, one day he just wake up and he don't remember his name. So, who we are our memories. We are the chip with our experience. If something happened and experience is removed from our brain, it will not be me again. It will be something different. I'll become something else. So it is very important to put that knowledge together and publish it and get it out after I done my part. I wish to have good, deep thinking readers.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about the reader. I'm not thinking about myself, because if book is not being understood, it will be terrible. Imagine if I sell 10 million copies and I have 10 million unhappy people.
Yes.
So then what Mercedes think when Mercedes create car? What Toyota think when Toyota create the car? They think about the customer, about that person who will be using that car. So me too, I'm thinking about those who will be reading my book, those who will be, this is very important. Not the sales. I have money. I have money. I can say I'm okay, and I'll that'll be just fantastic, another cherry on the cake if the books will be selling very well. But most important, I want to, as soon as possible, get the 3 parts out. Should I say what this book is about or not yet?
Oh, absolutely. And I am dying to ask you more questions and make more comments, but please share the title of the book.
Title of the book. So they are actually 2. The first is Lose Millions, Win Life. And the second, this one is not yet out. No plan, no mercy. So how you gonna start again? And third one is still here. It will come out in next 2-3 months. So first book is about my childhood, about how difficult was my childhood actually. But I'm not trying to get some self-pity or pity from someone you see. No, I just want to show then actually damaged people are high performers later.
Yeah.
Because I feel I'm never enough.
Yeah.
And nobody leave me. My parents love me, and they have no chance to keep me in the house. That's why me and my sisters, we was sent to the boarding school, and we see our parents only Saturday, Sunday, and then Monday morning again to the boarding school. And how it is in the summers when immediately you finish schooling, when the summer holidays come, it's not a holidays. Straight away you are going to the work. You are working all the summer, because if you want money, go and work. If you are not working, first of all, you are a lazy bastard in Soviet Union. Those who are not working, they are going to the prison. There is no such thing jobless. Everybody in Soviet Union gets some job from government, and those who refuse to work, they go to the prison. Imagine. Yeah. And then how in this book is how I grow up, how my father, he done all possible to get out from me something called speculant. I don't think English speaking people know what is the meaning of speculant. It is some is a bad word.
Schemer, something like schemer, something like that.
Yeah. Because in Soviet Union, if you are buying something for, I don't know, $5 and selling for $6, automatically you are evil. And And that was my always behavior. What I do, I buy something because I find out what boys are looking for. They're looking for some stickers, for example. And I know someone who have relatives in America. Those relatives is sending him stickers. I'm buying for 25 cents one and selling for $1. Okay, it wasn't dollars that time, but I mean, for everybody to understand the currency, I buy for 25 cents and 4 times more expensive. Win-win.
Yeah.
That who sell me, he's totally happy because if he sell, he's going to the prison same day. I'll go maybe to the second or third day. They will prison me after second or third time when they will catch me doing speculation. But he will go in first because they sign, then they can receive from America, from relatives, those packages, but they have no right to sell anything. And then I was the middleman who buy, he's happy, he get his money, and then I sell to someone who have no chance to get these stickers, like from word, no chance. And I'm the one who can give him that chance. Imagine how they was happy then when he have his, I don't know, the book, and then he put the sticker, and yes, I have it. So and that's it. I used to make money, and always I have in my pocket money, definitely more than my father used to have. And then I collect all the collection of the Soviet coins, very, very special coins. Each 1 ruble I buy for some 15, 20, 25 ruble, very special real coins. And I get it in one metal jar and I show to my father. I say, see, I get all collection. He look at me and I can see from his eyes, he's not proud of me. He's looking at me like a small evil, like, come on. It's like, poor boy, he don't understand how dirty is that. And then I was like, okay, I put it down. And one morning he say, bring me that money. I say, which money? Say those coins. I said, this is real coin. This is, you cannot get, don't worry, I'll give you back. Give it to me, give it to me. He done all possible. Then he tried to get this out from me. I don't know. He really understood what he is doing or not, but this is how I see. He never told me that. We never have deep conversations with my father. He was very quiet, few words, exact opposite to me. Like, if I can talk 1 day straight, then he can talk 1 minute straight. That's all. He will say everything what he want to say. So he was like hard working person with honor, with work must be done on the best possible way. And if you want to insult my father after he do some work for you in the house, he was electrician. If he do, when he finished the work, if you want to insult him, ask him, okay, how much I should pay you the money? This was the biggest insult. Like, you don't offer money to my father. One particular time I remember, he also tried to train me to be electrician, and then he took me to one private house. We done some wiring. Now we finish. We work up until very late evening, and now there is a table. They put some food and some schnapps, and now my father sit down there. Oh, wash the hands. Now it's fine. We'll sit down and eat something, and we'll be going home. And then the owner of the house says, so how much I should pay you? My father give him very, very deep look and say, you think I'm here because of money? Never offer me money again, or I will never come and help you again. We are friends. And that was the honor of proper Soviet Union person.
Yeah, that was the culture at that time. Yes.
Yes. And I'm like, wait a minute, give me that money. I'm okay. And they both look at me like, yeah, the next generation, they don't know anything about the honor, about the good work, about the friendship, about brotherhood. And they're like, Don't do that. Don't be greedy. It's very bad. You help and you do your best, but you never ask the money. So this crazy mix is living in me. So I always make sure the job is done better than the person expect even.
Yeah.
But I do ask money.
Yes.
And now I don't want to be cheap, because if I'm cheap, I cannot pay my people. And if I charge less, I can hire only B or C grade people. That I want to work only with A grade. Somebody is telling me, wait a minute, you are in Africa, in Ghana. So don't you think on the equator the people are slow and like in Spain, kind of lazy? I said, listen, on the equator, the feeling of the time is different. I little bit moved from my book, but let me tell you from where that comes. The something like laziness and dealing with the time completely different than those who have winter, like Latvians, for example. If we want to plant something, but definitely we want to plant something, we have only 1 month, May. If family don't prepare the garden, if they don't plant, and if something not start come out in the middle of or end of the May, they quickly redo everything, because in early November, snow will cover the land. And if potatoes are still not mature, if tomatoes and whatever is planted there, if they are still in the flowers, that's all. It is life or death question. Family will die in this very winter. We have saying, you prepare the car in the winter, but kamanas ziemā, kamanas
Sled.
sled in the winter. No, in the summer. So this is time management for our side is not a modern world time management. We manage time since 2000 years back, because if we not, we don't survive simply. And now, who can tell me why the hell someone who is on the equator must work with this time and be at that time and plant everything exactly today if tomorrow is there? Why? Every day is good. Relax. There is a saying, if you have something to do today, put it for after tomorrow. You have 2 holidays.
That's an interesting concept. But I will return to something that you said earlier, that
Okay.
you wrote the book for thinking about your audience, about your reader. And I'm also thinking about my audience here. And you are definitely somebody who has achieved a lot, lost a lot, achieved a lot again. And then the title of my podcast is She Became CEO, which means that I do talk about business among other things. But now what you shared with us was about your experiences as a child, as a young person in Latvia. And I do have also an audience from my previous business, which are people who are interested in all things Latvian. So I think that that will be very interesting for those people who want to hear about the times that we both remember. Because when I was listening to your audiobook yesterday, I had chills about some things because I really lived it as well. And I remember, and I knew you, and I knew people that probably you were talking about but not mentioning in your audiobook. But now let's summarize. What businesses have you had over your lifetime?
Oh, my first business was stickers in the class 3, I think. I buy and sell them. Then my next business was I was walking by walk from Ruben to Valmiera, 20 kilometers. And then in the roadsides, I was picking empty Coca-Cola cans, and I was selling them more, like 5 times more than they cost actually when there is a drink inside. In
What
Soviet
was the
Union time,
interest? Who would buy
if
them?
everybody in a village, they see that only in a dreams. And then I tell them, this is the can, and this is what it costs. Because in Soviet Union, children have money, parents are giving money. Only my parents don't give me money. They just don't give me money. They say, no, you don't need, you have, forget about. My sisters, yes, for them, yes, but for me, never. they they say, you already have money, you are speculant. And somehow, yeah, through the joke, but don't. So anyway, and that was my second business. I was walking, then I get the cans, then I go to the city. I buy plastic small car, that's a toy car. Then and there is a small electric engine inside, and then the flat battery, and all cost 4 rubles 50 kopek. And and then back I'm coming with the bus. Now in the boarding school, I'm playing with my distance, and others come and then there was some groups who is building the small cars, and they need engine, and they need also the battery. And I have, they say, sell it to me because I'm planning to go to city, buy the car only because of the engine. Let me pay you like for the full car, 4.5 rubles. I'm like, wow, yes, I'm selling. Then for another one, just the battery, again 4.5. And then someone come and say, you know what? Give me the car. I said, there is no engine, there is no battery. He said, doesn't matter. He paid. So triple the money. That's how I start walk and bring them 3, 5 until I supply to everybody. Now everybody have engines, cars, everything. Nobody need again. So I remain in the end. I remain with some 2 or something like that. Was the another business. Then in a middle school, I was making homemade vodka in a with school. How it is?
Yeah, it's high school would be in American terms, but in
Yeah.
Europe, I think they
Yeah.
call it
Yeah,
secondary
but
school.
but that business, I somehow I felt disgusting. Like I I saw it the need. I I clearly saw it. We come Sunday night to the school. We are in the boarding school, and then from Sunday to Monday, everybody have some beer or something from the house, and everybody is walking from the room to the room. There is big party. I'm like, wait, I can make homemade vodka and sell it. And I don't know, some 1 month maybe every Sunday I was bringing, selling, but then I feel like they buy from me. Now the money is with me, and following morning they feel terrible. They have hangover, they feel terrible. And I somehow I say, no, I'm not, no, just no. Then that was another business, but for short term. Then there was one particular business transaction in that same school. I was buying something in the grocery shop, and I hear the sellers, the 2 ladies, is disgusting. One say, imagine today the empty bottle, it cost 1 ruble, and from tomorrow the same bottle government will be buying for 5 rubles. Wow, what a jump! So what I do, I go. Oh, there was 4 floors with the boarding school. I don't know, some 500 students. I go to every room I say, if you have empty bottles, bring it to me. I'm buying. But they somehow they feel shy to go to the grocery shop and sell that for that 1 ruble. But to me, they was like, what do you want to do? I say, come on, you want to sell or not? Don't ask. Bring it to me. I buy. I have my whole room was loaded with these bottles. And then following morning, I'm going to the treasures course. The elders, they don't have any shame because they are elders. Who will be smiling about them? I say, guys, Everybody want a beer? So of course, let's go. And we made like a train with the everybody is carrying the empty bottles, and we are going to the shop. And I sold it, and I get one full bag with the money, and everybody like, and some of them also sold me yesterday for 1 ruble, and now they see I'm selling for the 5. That went to the school history. Director invited me. He said, "You are terrible person." I say, "I know." Like, what they can do, but this is opportunity. Yesterday they cost nothing. Today they cost. I say I need to buy them all.
Yeah.
And today that call business thinking. Today this is when you know information. Like some stock will cost tomorrow 5 times more. What you do, you don't go public and say, guys, don't sell it to me. Tomorrow you will sell it 10 times higher. No, that's not what people do. People buy if they have exact information. Then tomorrow, for some no reason, that stuff will cost like 5 times more. So that was my another. And then I went to the military. After the military, I work in a grocery shop. That is not a business. Then there is one part what I don't want to spoil for the readers. Joy of reading. There is something what I really I'm not proud of what I done it. So, but this one readers will read and also see. But I said it. So it is what it is. And then I decided to go and work in the timber. I borrow money for the chainsaw and I start working in the forest. That wasn't business yet because I'm working with my hands. But then I put money together and I buy tipper truck, like some 10 tons tipper truck, where I can carry like 5 cubics of wood. Now I'm a driver of that truck and I start carry wood, firewood for people. I buy in the forest and I sell. On the every trip I made, let's talk in the dollars, $10 profit. What 30 years back, $10 was $10. And that means I made daily $50. That time, $50. Just to understand, that time apartment in center of Valmier cost $2,000. 3-bedroom apartment, $2,000. And there is a boy who is making $50 a day. So very good position. But what I do, I save that money and I buy a bigger timber truck. So this is my turn point from when I never work again with my hands. I can work with my hands to do something because I simply enjoy. But I can dig the land. I can help to my wife in the garden and whatever, but not because somebody pay me for that. Then I hired the driver, and that's it. Since then, I'm organizing everything. The truck was going to the forest. I was first in Valmier who buy mobile telephone. I remember how people was laughing like, who will be using mobile telephone? Somebody in Lauktechnik in some weird place open mobile telephone shop. Everybody's like, who will buy mobile telephone? $5 per 1 minute. And I say, listen, it's cheap because what I do, I call in the newspaper. I see people are putting there selling timber, and they have telephone in the house, and they are sitting around the telephone to wait that call. I'm calling from any place in the forest, and I see this area. I'm somewhere passing, and I see some timber. I open the newspaper. Okay, this is the area. I'm calling. It's not that. Is your timber? He said, yes, it's mine. I say, come. I'm here. He said, where? I said, I'm in the forest here. How you can be in the forest? You are calling me. I say, you just come. He come. I pay him. I was so efficient because of the mobile phone. And then others also saw it, that like, wow, really, he is buying everything faster than whoever, because others are sitting in some office and waiting the call or doing some calls. But I was fishing. I'm opening and I'm going directly to the forest. Then I'm renting another trucks, and I was doing well, I can say. Then I was having cars, good life, spending money, not like shooting with a gun, the dollar gun, but having a good time. And then I moved to capital city and somehow lost my focus. Capital city, like, wow, so much fun, so much. And I'm the rich boy as well. Then everybody is like, you have status everywhere. Like when you have money, you think you're a genius. You don't know. Actually, it's your money. Who is opening the doors everywhere? Even every your stupid joke is more funny if you have money. So it's fine. Now, in the capital city, all my timber business start going away because no focus. My driver do whatever he want. I do maybe one load a day or something. Nothing really special. And then I put some money together. I thought I need to buy land where I can build my house later. And I give just 10% from the amount for that land. And I made an agreement, and now I'm gathering monies together. But I thought, what about if I try and sell this land for like twice? And I just put it in the newspaper. And the first person who come, because every land what I'm buying, I'm not buying for sell. Every land, always I'm buying and asking myself, if nobody buys, can I keep it for myself? If that is good land. And this is how I buy. And somebody came, he said, I love it. Yes, that's the I buy. And I see I made it 100% in less than 2 months' time, paying just 10% down payment. I made it ton of money, I can say. Then I said, okay, this is a good business model. And I start buy pieces of land here and there and do the same thing. Then I buy some houses, also not finished houses. So what I do, I'm buying house from someone, some small construction company. It's not even company, maybe one guy with the 3 workers. He almost finished the house, but money finish. And there is no kitchen, there is no finishing. So what I do, I buy from him. Then what I do, I didn't finish everything. I put the kitchen, I put the washrooms and one bedroom. All another one, I didn't put any proper lights, just one bulb, and that's it. But what important, what I do, I make outside grass, very green, very neat grass. I was doing watering, and I make sure when someone comes, he should fall in love with this, because this soft grass should be like killing. And then I was first in Latvia who used plane. Now we have Google Maps, now we have drones, now we have whatever. At that time, only natural plane. You sit in the Cessna, in the plane, and you are circling around and making the pictures. And then I made the picture and show in the newspaper, this greenest place, this is your future house. And I was selling them like this. So this is how I get together some couple $100,000, and then I start look for bigger plots of land. So what I do, same airplane. This is all in my book actually. Now should I tell? Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
You decide.
Anyway,
Yeah.
and I'm circling around the capital city with that plane, and I'm looking where logically must be not the potato farm. There is potato farm, but logically you can see that from every angle around there is already urbanization. But in the middle somewhere is potato farm, and there is some chassis, some highways where those potatoes are not even good potatoes to eat when it is near to the highway. Now I show to the pilot go down. Now I'm sitting in my car. not in the Rolls Royce. By that time, I have already Rolls Royce. Now I'm going to the farmer and I'm asking him, okay, you have this 50 hectares land, sell it to me. He said, no, you cannot buy it. I pay 1,000 euros for 1 hectare. So forget about it. If you buy, you cannot make money. I said, what about if I give you 3,000 for 1 hectare? He's like, but then potatoes, you'll be 100 years growing potatoes and get it before you get your money back. I said, leave it for me. Are you selling? He said, show me the money. Show the money, I buy, deal done. Then what I do, I draw the plan for the government, what actually there must be. But I never ask magic. I ask only logic, what really must be there. This is for the houses, this is for grocery shop, this is for kindergarten, this how it must be. I draw the plan and they approve. Then this is no more agriculture land, but now this is for the development. And in no time, few months time, the price of the land is no more 150,000. It is 10 million euros. Now with these strong papers, I'm going to the construction people who don't want to go this headache through. They want ready already with stamp. I'm going to them, I say, it's 10 million. They say, we know, that's the market price, but we want to give you 5 million. I say, no problem. You're a good businessman. We shake hands. That's all. So approximately this, I little bit change the numbers. Then nobody can come and say, hey, you thought about our deal.
Okay.
Because I don't want to mention exact figures, but you understood the math. And this was very good business model up to 2008. And in 2008, music off, and that's it. And to make everything more interesting, our government made for short period of time one particular law. Land cannot be collateral in the bank. So what does it mean? Everybody who buy the land with the bank and the land is the collateral, they should rather bring another property as a collateral, or they should pay all complete money. And at that moment, I have multiple projects with multiple banks, and my total debt to the bank is 7 million euros. But I also have signed contract for 17.5 million euros. Somebody give me down payment, small down payment, 450,000 euros. And now they are just gathering everything together. It transfer me all money. Okay, I jumped the event.
Yeah.
After I sold, I have contract on my hand. That's all. I made it. My house for 7 million euros in the lakeside, three store, 1,200 square meter will be paid. Everything. In Italy, I will have my penthouse. I will have everything. I have my Rolls Royce. I have no debt in the bank and some good amount in the bank. Imagine, 33 years boy. And this boy, Mr. Nobody, now is with these cards. So what can go wrong, right?
Yeah.
Me with my family, with my children, we went to India. I went for 1 month to tell thank you to all the gods, because I have 1 month before they will finish the transaction. And then this is 2008 was already, everything was red. And there was one particular night when in the stock market, $16 billion drop. And investors made one call. They say, we are pausing. But that for me doesn't mean anything. What pausing? They will never go to lose this down payment, right? They will buy. I was sure. Come on, who will lose? No. So what can go wrong? Everything can go wrong. And when I came back, the bank said, that's it. We must ask you in 5 days all the money back.
Yeah, I remember 2008. I went to Ireland and I wanted to start business in Ireland because it went well for me in Latvia. And then there was that crisis, the famous crisis of 2008. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a student of 2008.
Yeah.
So is on the book. You can see the scratches.
Mm.
That's it.
You were just describing something that was very unusual for Latvians and how people would behave, which is actually very usual for Americans, to see those opportunities and to seize the opportunities, and also talking about the land and rezoning. That's just a regular normal practice that
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
seeing here. So what do you think? Are you thriving in economies that are somewhat in transition and maybe chaotic because you see that something can be placed in order and organized? Or do you think you could also see those opportunities if you were here in the United States?
I simply see the opportunity. By that time, I never been in United States, and I didn't read finance history. I don't have even a proper high school diploma, so I should do my best.
Yeah.
Here I need to tell the story about the father who is a shoemaker, and he have two sons who also become a shoemakers. But they are in a big town where it is a lot of shoemakers and shoes repairers, and they have no chance to make the shoes. They can also only repair the shoes, where the profit, of course, is always smaller. And then further here, then there is some island in the sea. If you go 2 weeks with the canoe, there is some island he hear about. There is 10,000 people. He want to know if maybe there is some good opportunity. And he sent the oldest son. The oldest son went and came back and said, Father, there is nothing to do. These people, they don't have even shoes. So forget about it. Father say, okay, okay. So of course we cannot repair anything. And then he sent the youngest son. Youngest son, when he returned back, he said, Dad, you cannot imagine how lucky we are. There is 10,000 people. They have no shoes. We must go right now and build. We should make shoes for them. We'll be only who do that.
Yeah.
So someone can see only problem, but someone can see behind the problem super opportunity.
Yeah.
And this is where Ghana comes in. But I don't want to jump that short period of how when I bankrupt with the real estate, then my monthly payment was 50,000 euros. All my savings I keep giving to the bank every month, and then I sold everything, every my asset what I can. But in 2008, if this cost $10,000, you can sell for 3,000. Everything was down, and then when only one apartment in the capital city in the center remained, my wife drew the line. She said, "You are not going to sell the land." I said, "No, I'm not." She said, "Listen, take my gold." She gave me all the jewelry what she have, what I gifted to her, and then from grandmother, and altogether around 2 kilograms of gold. She said, "Sell and start something new. I trust you." So this is something like how you can trust to such a loser who mess it so big, like it was shame. If before every newspaper have my face on it, on the face on the front cover, like see the guy who made American Dream. Now my face is again there, but everywhere is a loser, and like and she is giving to me and say, "I trust you." It is something. It is something, and I tell no, I will kill myself to prove her right. She is like, I'll do everything. And then I went to the pawn shop to sell. They are like, okay, you want to just have a loan? I said, no, I'm selling. and they recognized me. I was kind of famous that time in Latvia. They say, "Oh, you are the first who actually say the truth," because everybody is coming and say, "Then we want a loan," but actually everybody is selling. I said, "Why?" Because now gold is going up every day, like 1% or something like this. So, okay, what's the reason? They say because now people don't trust real estate anymore. They are selling real estate for whatever and buying the investment gold. I'm like, okay, what does it mean, investment gold? They say, investment gold, this is like your gold, 999%. Okay, so where I can get it? They say, in Switzerland. You need to take this scrap gold, those necklace and rings, take to Switzerland, refine it to the investment gold. Then you bring it back, and this is where you get plus 15 to 20%. People are dying to buy it. I'm like, okay, then only remain. I need to get someone from Switzerland. I don't have anyone. I called to all possible, but then I got someone. Actually, there is a guy from Valmier, Rogers, Olympic guy. You know Rogers?
Yeah, I do.
Rogers.
Yeah, I do.
That's the guy.
Yeah.
With him, we got contacts in Switzerland, and we start carry with another my friend. There is little bit longer that story how we carry and what. But we start carry every 2-3 days. I'm in Switzerland. It is 26 hours crazy ride. Red Bull. No food, no stops, nothing. Only like crazy ride there. Sleep. Then in the morning, the Switzerland guy. In the morning, he is going to the factory. He exchanged to the bars, and he is back. We pay his interest, and we are driving back. Imagine for every $100,000, we are adding 15 to 20,000. Wow! But one problem, I saw it. Then bad boys was already following me. I was changing the cars and this and that, and I clearly saw the signs. Like one day I saw it how somebody came out from nowhere with a hoodie and shoot three incassators who carry $1,200. He shoot them for $1,200, three people, and I'm standing there with like 80,000 in my jacket. You understand that can be you, because if for this small money people are shooting you, so what about? I have my official gun, and this is even worse because they will never stop me to say, give me the gold. Normally, people who have gun, they are shooting in the head from the back. That's all. That means I will never even hear my bullet. But that doesn't sound like a good perspective, right? And I was like, and somebody from Latvia, he called me and say, come, I want to talk to you. I meet him and he say, there is Ghana and there is a gold with 20% discount. I'm like, wow, no way. I say, yes. Why I believe it? Because right now that's what I'm doing. 15 to 20% I'm getting that from the pawn shops, and I'm buying that scrap gold. I cannot come and buy 50 kilograms. I buy 1 kilo, 3 kilo, 5 kilo, and it's kind of it's hard. And then I was like, yes, let's go. And he say, and listen, I'm paying for up and down. You just buy the gold. I'm like, okay. So we will be partners. He said, yes. I'll buy the air tickets and the hotel. And he say, I'm taking one guy with me who is expert for Ghana, one Latvian. And there is someone standing with me also, my friend. He said, can I go with you? And then this guy said, of course, you also go. I pay for you as well. I'm like, really? How much is one ticket? Now we'll be going 4 people. Say, don't worry. There'll be enough space for everybody. Let's go. Now we are meeting in Riga airport, about to go. I forget already about this money, what he should pay me back. But he come and say, look, you don't, what happened? My money is in the Switzerland, and I wanted to travel to Switzerland, but see, I lost the plane, and now please, let's go to Ghana. When I'm coming back, I'll pay you. I said, listen, anyway, don't worry, I'm an investor. So don't worry, let's go. I I feel the red flag. Like, okay, anyway, let's go. Then we came to Ghana, and in first 7 days, we clearly see there is no cheap gold, but there is a lot of gold. There is a lot of opportunities. And I decide to stay.
I will take the advantage of being in charge of the recording and interrupt Aldis' narrative. I don't want you to know all the details about what happened after Aldis settled in Ghana. I want you to find his book and read it, or find the audio recording and listen to it. The book is well written with the help of a ghostwriter, and the audio recording is authentic, not an AI's voice. So now, as the video of us talking plays in the background, for those who are watching this interview anyway, I'll play you another fragment from the audio recording. This piece is a summary of Aldis' life lessons after he realized there had been a trap set up to lure him to Ghana.
Men offered me deals, quick paths to millions. If I would just bend, just sign, just ignore the red flags. I walked away, not because I am a saint, but because I have seen what happens when you compromise. You build on sand, it crumbles, and you are left with nothing but regret, the weight of your name. Your name is your true currency, not your money, not your titles, your reputation. In business, people forget profits, but they never forget who kept their word. I rebuilt my life from ashes because of one thing: trust. Trust is not born of perfection. It comes from consistency, from showing up day after day, refusing to cut corners even when others do. There is an old Latvian saying, "Kas godu tur, tas pats ir zelts." He who guards his honor is gold himself. Sell your name for a quick deal, and you have traded something no money can repurchase. In Ghana, during the gold scam that nearly trapped me, I saw men betray their names for a handful of promises. They shook hands with liars, signed contracts with thieves, because they wanted the payout. I stood firm. I said no. Not because I was fearless, but because I knew my name was all I had left. When I walked away, I kept my honor. That honor opened doors no bribe could. It brought me partners who trusted me, deals that lasted, a life I could stand tall in. Your name is your legacy. Guard it like treasure. Boundaries are not weakness. Many mistake compromise for kindness. They think saying no makes them cold. But a man who cannot say no to others will one day say no to himself. In Ghana's gold trade, I met men who tested every line. They offered shortcuts, lies dressed as opportunity, friendships laced with manipulation. I listened, I smiled, and I walked away. Peace sometimes means leaving the table, not winning the argument. Boundaries do not protect your ego, they protect your purpose.
After we stopped talking about the book, I asked Aldis to give some advice for my audience on how to find business opportunities. Here is what he said.
Business opportunity. We can talk hours about how to find the business opportunity, but it's very easy. Go to the market and buy something and see the opportunities. Be that second son, the youngest son, who see the opportunities. Where is the people without the shoes? And get the shoes for them. See what people actually need now. See how you can get the same product for less price. You see, all these huge businesses, Spotify and all of these, they are built. They was built on the need, and also what people dream. People dream free music. Fantastic, right? Before we used to buy cassette, we buy CD or something. Now music is free. There is a trick how it is actually not free. That in general, it is free. And it was somebody's idea, and somebody made multi-billions. Then somebody made the Visa card. And also, because he saw it, one day he forget the wallet in the restaurant. And then he say, wait, what about if we make the cards? This is the beginning of Visa card. Actually, what somebody who think what to do next. I don't encourage everybody to go and open a business, but I encourage to study deeper something. What you like to do. Ask your parents what you are doing when you are a child. When you have your free time, what you are doing, what you are busy with. And it can be then that what you love to do. For example, my daughter, she absolutely loves to organize events. She is always the one who is paying for that just to have that chance. Imagine if she organized the tourist agency. She will be like a fish in the sea because she like organizing. She like organizing. So there is no one like a reading glasses or glasses to see the distance. Bad doctor, when somebody come to him and say, doctor, I cannot see properly. Doctor said, don't worry, take these glasses. Now you will see. But this is for reading. So there is no one recipe for everybody, but we should always see the opportunities where people are treated badly. That's it. Look at the Amazon. Amazon in the beginning, they wanted to sell the books because our guy, Amazon guy, he saw it. Then when he want the book, he have kind of disaster if he want to buy the book. And he say, I'll be selling the books. And then another opportunities come. But what about if you add to your bookstore this or that? And how he start for him, Amazon up to now. In Amazon, always is day one. How looks day one in Amazon? They didn't have even proper tables. When they done renovation for the room where they made the first office, the old terrible doors, what they changed, those doors they didn't throw away. They put it on the boxes, and this was tables for like first few years. The doors was his table. This is how businesses start. Business is not starting with in a mansion with the sea view,
Totally.
and then put you on yourself like from gold something and buy a Rolex and do like this and like. So this is this is not business. Business is something. Every business model, what we think, this is business model. We need to start. Always, we need to treat it like a hypothetic.
Hypothetically.
Hypothetically, we shouldn't take it like that is a business. Now I'm giving my house to the bank, and that's all. We are doing this business. No, we need to try. We need to. Somebody say, okay, I think we need to build a factory of macaroni, like pasta. Yes, and now he's borrowing millions to build the factory to realize that actually this town, he's the one who likes pasta, others not really. And now he's sitting with his pasta and pasta factory. What he need to do, if he think everybody need pasta, he should buy pasta and sell and see if he can get profit. If he get profit, he start buy more and sell more. And when he see there is a need for the factory, then he build the factory. There is a logical steps. Everything is steps. Whatever we do, we shouldn't jump anything. Washing it first, ironing is after, and we don't mix and we don't jump. Everything must be logical, and we don't think money, because money is something like that old silver fox who is running away. If you try to chase, It ran away. Money is very, very weird energy. It's not good, it's not bad, it's energy. And when
And
you
I,
try
I
to chase, is running away. It's like money have energy, kind of like a female energy. If if
attracting.
if the man is trying to chase lady, lady will hate him.
Mhm.
But if he is doing his thing, if he is showing how it will be with him, and she clearly see how it will be, he is demonstrated with everything, how it will be. He is attracting, but he never says, please be mine. That's all. That's all. he, now he is weird. And when we are desperately chasing money, this is when money is jumping 3 miles ahead again.
Yeah.
But when we are focused on the craft, I know already, I don't know how many million people tell that. When you are focused on your craft, you forget about, okay, yeah. Of course, money, yeah. But you are thinking how you can make it yours, special,
But you
yours,
were,
like,
but you were focusing on the money, though, throughout your
yes,
story.
it should be focused. Keep one eye on, 100%. This is like in that story where one young man traveled to the wise man to find out what is the essence of the life. Tell me. He came to this rich man, and that very day there was big party in his palace. He say, take the spoon, the teaspoon. He say, take the spoon, and he put the oil inside and say, listen, walk around, but make sure you don't lose the oil. And I see you after 1 hour. Now he's walking around and he's making sure the oil is not one drop out. After 1 hour, he see where's the rich man. He say, yes, you see, oil there. See, I didn't drop. He say, so in my garden, how is the roses? Which of the type you like it better? He said, there was roses. Yes. And how is this? How is that? And how is the carpets? Did you see the quality? Did you see did you feel the sense? He's like, no, I don't see any of this. Okay, 1 hour, I'll meet you again. Now the guy is walking around and he see how beautifully everything is done. And he come back and he say, oh, this is amazing. I never see something like this. And then the rich man said, and where is your oil? Say, he, there is no oil. Because he was busy with watching around. And then the wise man say, now listen, always, this is how you live. You see around, but you never lose the focus of the oil.
So, what is your focus on right now at this stage of your life?
If money comes, I will never reject money. I absolutely love money. I not say no to the money, but money is not my desperate goal. There is even no desperate goal with the book. I feel like if I don't do now, then I don't know when it will be done. And I have time. I have time to write the book.
Mhm.
And that is why every morning I'm not using much time. I'm using every morning 1.5 hours to reading and writing. Sometimes I only read, sometimes I little bit read and little bit write. Sometimes I only write. If I write 1.5 hours, I can get even in one morning, I pick one topic and I can get one chapter. So what is a book? Book is like 20, 30 chapters. That's book. And it is like, wow, book. The problem is many people can write the book, but they don't because they think, book. It is like to eat the elephant. How? See the elephant. But elephant, if we cut it in the dumplings. In 2 years' time, you eat elephant. We need to cut it in small, doable tasks. The book, for example. Okay, but I'm going away from your answer. If
Yeah.
you don't write the book for the money, then what is your motivation? My
Yeah.
motivation is like I write the book for that 20-year-old boy who I used to be, who come out from the military, and I realize, my God, how little I know. If it is not podcast, I will say how dumb I am. Like, come on. The world is so big and there is so a lot. And who can guide me? That time I even didn't know. Then read the book.
Mhm.
Sun Tzu, 2000 years ago, he write a book. What is good for everything, whatever you want to do in life. Read Art of War. Amazing. And there is ton of books. The thinkers. There is a poem. There's a stories where when we read them, we see the human behavior. And this is when we learn human behavior. In beginning, when I studied the human behavior, I thought I'm learning human behavior. And then I realized, wait, that's how I also used to do. Like, wow, you know. And look at Robert Greene. He also he used to be, if you study his path, he used to be absolutely nobody, but he decided to structure the book together. And his most famous book is 48 Laws of Human Nature. No, of the power. And then he write Human Nature. Then he write also something War. He's a brilliant guy. I advise everybody to read Robert Greene. And Robert Greene, when you read first time, you think he write about some people. Then let some 1 or 2 years pass and read again. You start recognize yourself. And then let another 2, 3 years pass and then read again. And you realize you are human. And the book is about us, about humans. Yeah. So
So
there is some party about to begin. They told me around 7 they will start. Now it's 6:30.
yeah,
So let's
we can wrap it up. I just wanted to
yeah.
ask, I just wanted to point out that the the audio that I played at the very beginning, the artist who read, the voice artist, was your son. How did it feel to hear your son reading your book?
I'm emotional. I'm
Yeah.
emotional. Like when you put it that, I was so proud. Like I even right now again I'm emotional because it is something. First, I know it is my thoughts, and then second, my son is reading that and saying with so with confidence, and it's like wow, I love
Yeah,
it.
I had chills as well when I heard it, and it's really, really well done. I don't know when it will be available on Amazon for the American audience, but just look out for the title of the book. I'll remind it once again, what was the title of the book? Lose
Lose
Millions.
millions, win life.
And for the women, because my podcast, I started it out focusing on women in midlife. This is not just some macho story, so to say. There is a lot about Aldis's feelings for his mother, how his mother was a big motivation for him to succeed, as well as his wife Diana and his daughter Simona. It's a very emotional book. There's a lot of interesting storylines, and yeah, I I was pleasantly surprised. I
Right now
recently,
you can right now you can buy in Aldis Ozols book like this. Aldis Ozols,
Mhm.
Aldis Ozols
Yeah,
book
yeah,
dot com.
and I will put all the links in the show notes so that people can
Yeah.
check it out. So thank you so much for the conversation. I was so glad to reconnect with you, and we'll stay in touch, right?
Yes. And even I promise, if you only invite me, when the second book will come out after 3 months, I'll be more than happy to be your guest again.
Amazing, amazing. That will probably be from Ghana, right? Right.
I don't know.
You don't know.
Because tomorrow I'm traveling to Spain for Christmas.
I hope you enjoyed this interview with Aldis Ozols and felt compelled to buy his book. Before I finish, I'll play another fragment from the audio version of it, where Aldis shares 5 of his life lessons in the form of tips for how to succeed in business and life.
Trading your fire for a shadow. In Latvia, I could have stayed a timber hauler, safe in the village, scraping by. In Ghana, I could have fled home, tail between my legs, but I didn't. I buried the bridges, stayed in the country where I was a stranger, and ran forward. That's where the miracles began. Practical steps to burn the bridges. This isn't just a story, it's your battle plan. Here's how to torch Plan B and commit to your path. Number 1, name your mission. Write your Plan A in one clear sentence. Not, I want to be rich, but I will build a business that solves X problem by Y date. Pin it where you see it clearly. Let it burn in your mind. Number 2, eliminate distractions. Identify your Plan B. Safe job, side hustle, excuses, and cut it. Quit the backup gig. Stop hedging. Tell yourself, this is my path. Commit like your life depends on it. Number 3, act daily. Take one step toward Plan A every single day, no matter how small. A call, a sketch, a page read. Momentum kills doubt. In Ghana, alone with no connections, I shook one hand a day, built one deal at a time. It adds up. Number 4, track your progress. Keep a journal. Note every win, every lesson. When doubt creeps in, look back. See how far you've come. It's fuel to keep running. Number 5, surround yourself with fire. Find people who push you. Mentors, peers, warriors. Ditch those who tempt you to retreat. My Kaizen Club mentors, like Margalan Sisambayev, didn't coddle me. They challenged me to run harder. Takeaway, the law of one path. This is your crucible, where your fire is forged. A Plan B is a thief. It steals your focus, your drive, your power. Burn it. Stake everything on Plan A. Not because you're reckless, but because you're restless. Those truths will carry you across your own Andes. Focus is power. A divided mind achieves nothing. Pour every ounce into one mission. Let the bridges burn. Risk is not recklessness. Be bold but calculated. Know your path. Guard it. Walk it with care. No retreat, no surrender. When there's no way back, you find a way forward. Clarity replaces fear. Action replaces doubt. Leadership is born in necessity.